Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Many times it becomes overwhelming when you feel the pressure of the system of Dajjal, and it becomes more and more apparent that things are getting worse and heading in that direction. How can we protect ourselves and find safety from this poison that reaches even the Muslim communities?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Follow what our Prophet says. Pull back. Live a simple life. Live away from people. If you can find some people who believe in the same way you do, find them, stay with them. If you cannot, live separate. You can find the top of a mountain, go to the top of the mountain. This is the advice of the Prophet ﷺ. We don't have to look further than that. This is what we are doing here. Because the system is very overwhelming. It is not just overwhelming because it's choking us and it's difficult dunya-wise. So many of us, we come from good dunyas. But we say it is choking our spirit, it's choking our faith. And once you have children, the next generation, you will know that it's going to choke them. They're going to get even worse because they don't know. So following the advice of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, we are blessed to find our Shaykh, and our Shaykh, this is one of his missions, to set something up in an area where never an azan has been called out, never namaz was given, never zikr was said, never qasidas, never mawlid, top of the mountain, never. For thousands of years he is establishing it, a dargah, where the azan is called, the zikr is said, the mawlid is said, sohbat, everything that is there, pleasing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he's opening up this dargah, saying it is open to the whole world. Come, whoever you are, wherever you are, come. Even if you have broken your promises 1,000 times, come. Because our dargah is not the dargah of hopelessness. But our Shaykh is saying, come, but leave your ego outside. Don't come with your ego. Because now this is the dargah. We are preparing ourselves to enter past the threshold to be in divine presence. In the divine presence, you cannot bring dirtiness. Top of the mountains, you cannot bring dirtiness. If you want to come, come. We're inviting the whole world, but leave your dirtiness outside. And this is for you, this is for me. This is for everyone. Black, white, Arab, Ajam, Turkish, Chinese, Pakistani, it doesn't matter. American, it doesn't matter. So that way, when you pull yourself out, you have a community, there is going to be a protection because there's going to be a blessing. If you pull yourself out and you say, well, I don't want to have a dargah, I just want to pull myself out and live a simple life, that is still something. That is still something. It is not everything. And one day it's going to hurt you also. Because anything that is happening in this world now, for believers, you need the blessings of Allah. You cannot have just by your own worship, just by your own belief, for it to be enough for you. It is not enough. You need the blessings. You need the prayers of the holy ones. You need the awliya Allah. You need the community. You cannot be alone because that is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is commanding us, saying, be a jama'at. Be a jama'at. If you look in the history, who were those who were alone? There were people who were alone, but there were the people who were having the highest form of faith. They're not weak. They're highest form of faith. That they are alone, they live in the edge of the city or in the mountains or in the desert. And those ones who are in the city, those ones with power, those ones with authority and wealth, they are shaking from those ones. Because those ones, they are speaking with haqq, because there's nothing that this world can offer to them that they want. No, we are not those ones. We're running away from this world. Find, then when you run away, find a good one. If you have found that one, understand now that shaitan is going to work very hard to bring confusion to you. Very hard to make your heart to become dead. Very hard now, you're coming to the top of the mountains for clean living. Very hard, shaitan is going to put and pump into your heart to find dirtiness and for you to do dirty things. For you to become disobedient. For you to become bored. For your heart to be dead. Fight against it. Don't say, oh, I feel like this, I changed my mind. Fight against it. Because this is haqq. People go up and down. That's normal. But don't say it is normal for me to go down and down and down and down and down and down and down without you picking me up. When someone tries to pick me up, to wash me up, wall to wall, you start complaining. Then that time, you can... New York City, there's so many mountains. We are surrounded by mountains. You can maybe go to that other mountain. They accept you there, but not here. Inshallah, live clean. That time you can be able to protect yourselves and your children if Allah gives us life.